Of sound, Lavistro wakes in the underground. Cyber dragon host seizes the helm. Dive into the madness of virtual realms. Welcome to DragonCast. Fire breathing wine, screaming loud. Lavistro's here to shake the crowd. Psychotic dragon ready to sound. Lavistro wakes in the underground. Cyber dragon host seizes the helm. Dive into the madness of virtual realms. Welcome to DragonCast. Fire breathing wine, screaming loud. Lavistro's here to shake the crowd. Psychotic dragon ready to ignite. Hold on tight, we're taking flight. From Gamergate to Goonergate, woke crusaders spew their hate. Lies unfold before our ears. Podcast rage to calm our fears. Reclaim gaming in DragonCast. Fire breathing wine, screaming loud. Lavistro's here to shake the crowd. Psychotic dragon ready to ignite. Hold on tight, we're taking flight. DragonCast. Worlds clash in endless collision. Gaming news with a fierce precision. With a spark so wild it breaks the norm. In the tempest eye of your analysts face the score. Truth burns with a psychotic roar. Corrupt suits sneer what they despise. DragonCast will open your eyes. Integrity found in DragonCast. Fire breathing metal, screaming loud. Lavistro's here to shake the crowd. Psychotic dragon ready to ignite. Hold on tight, we're taking flight. DragonCast. DragonCast. Of justice cut through the dark. Lavistro's roar ignites the spark. A dragon's heart fiercely defends the gaming world. Our passion ascends. This is DragonCast. DragonCast.
And we're live. Hello, everybody. How's it going? How's it going, everybody? Sorry for the lateness. We had some hiccups. I think we're good now. I want to say we're good. I don't know if we're good. Hoping we're good. I just lost them. Oh, no, I didn't. I want everyone to welcome Dash. However y'all can see him. Dash, can you hear us? Chat, I hope y'all can hear him. This is the first time I'm doing this. I'm doing this through Streamlabs, and I told that I had no idea. I want to test this before we start. Full disclosure, I had so much going on this weekend, and then I found out my son didn't do all his homework, so I had to help him get his homework done. before the end of the month. So Dash is helping me cover the news today. Awesome guy. While we're at it, we do have people popping in. So we do have GPB Do 22 on the kicks, as always. And we also have Val. I can't, don't have my glasses on. Valkyria Winter as well. And we have Dash Attack in the chat as well. All right. So I think we should start out for people who don't know Dash, because I have, like, we both share most of the same circles. I do believe we're both in the Big It First circles. I don't know if you're in the, I know you're also in I tease her a lot. I just pulled a phrase for her name. Cult. I know you're also in Cult's circles, but are you in the formerly they've shut it down now? But were you part of the Geeks and Gamers tabletop circles? Yeah, they shut down this past week. Yeah, let me be honest. They shut down the servers and stuff. Rudai, who ran the Geeks and Gamers tabletop part, no longer is with Geeks and Gamers. He is now part of Moonskull. So basically that community moved over to Moonskull. Yeah, so they're not affiliated with Geeks and Gamers. It's like this weird thing. They won't get much into it. Kinda. I mean, I don't want to say anything bad about Geeks and Gamers, because you realize that it's not what it seems. I'm like, yeah, he keeps saying it's not what it seems, and that he and Jeremy, the owner of Geeks and Gamers, they went off on amicable terms. Like, it's like all like very peaceful, very respectful, and all that stuff. So like, well, okay, but it just usually when this stuff goes out, there's usually something going on. We want to know the truth, but so no, they're part of Moonskull. So you might see some of the Geeks and Gamers personalities in here. So assuming that, and also some of my game design people might also be in here in this server too. So that being said, I mentioned all this so that way you could give a proper who you are and what you do for people who don't know you from Adam. Mm-hmm. Mm. Yeah, you're playing Unicorn Overlord right now, I believe, and you are playing that Yakuza pirate. Mm. Yeah, I sent the Lark on your show. He does good content. Frostbang, can you actually? I don't think you can do it there. So let me see if I can make you a mod. Hold on. That way you can share your link. Yeah, I don't either. I just usually have them for the bots and kick and stuff. So my mods can sit in one channel when they see a bot pop in, right? They say, "Hey, I'm a big fan of yours. Here's my YouTube Discord handle, so you could come on my channel and learn how to get big people." You know that those scammers. I'm like, Yeah, mods. They just pop over there and take care of it. All right, so I made you a mod so you can share your link. Go give them a subscribe if y'all want. Um, Dash, how well do you know Smash JT? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I pretty much just tease him. But he's usually streaming when I'm streaming, which really hurts my channel because he used to not do that, and then he started doing that. I don't think he did that deliberately though. He just started doing that for a lit when Alyssa was doing him. So just to clarify to people, I'm not attacking him. I'm just saying he streams at the same time I do. That's why you don't see me on his channel often unless I'm sick. But yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry. Mm-hmm. Yep. My channel used to be the AFK, the after party for Hypnotic. When he was used to last year around this time he'd stream Final Fantasy after his stuff. So I would be in his Discord streaming Phasmophobia and stuff to keep people around until he started streaming Final Fantasy an hour or two later. So then after a while, it's like, I'm gonna make my own channel. But with Smash, um, you know about the scandal, the current quote unquote scandal with his quote unquote false insider source. Yes, yes, yeah. No, I actually used McDizzle's own video and cleared it Smash JT's name. I was like, you can't you did the same standards because this so and so-called fake, so-called self-proclaimed fake BioWare insider of Smash that you said he is tells you how to become a fake insider of Smash, and you didn't verify this person is real. He says, I don't have the password to my own email. But this is me. I was like, don't you think that's kind of sus? I mean, that's basic 101. That's like, if you don't have the email to your account already, automatically you're a red flag to me. You're trying to claim that your account, but you don't have the password. Does that make sense? That's what McDizzle was saying. His source was saying to him, like, I'm totally this Bioware source of Smash JT. That's my password. I've been feeding him fake information, but this fake information has been true, right? So, how do you feel? Yeah, no, he was the source of the current lead that Ubisoft was going to announce being pushed back. Assassin's Creed Style is going to be pushed back to May. That Ubisoft source was McDizzle, but Smash JT in his own video said, according to my source, according to this. So he said that basically he said it was a separate source, not his original source, and this source was also he pushed all the news on this so-called claim on McDizzle, not knowing it was McDizzle. So both videos put it all on McDizzle as the source, so that way it kept his credibility. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so Smash JT didn't claim to have the credibility. He did not release it was McDizzle until McDizzle came out and said it was him, right? Basically, what I'm saying is Smash JT did the 4 ethical pillars of journalism and how to handle breaking news sources ethically. So there's nothing Smash JT did wrong, and even McDizzle even claims so as well, not realizing he did so. So McDizzle basically in the video contradicted his whole statement. That's what I was getting at. But the reason why I'm bringing all this up is, did you hear about this supposed new update about Corinne Bush? All right. Well, this is why we brought up Smash JT. Uh, I'd have him on, but he's not gonna bother for a small channel. So Yeah, I know. So this is from Specialty. Can you see the screen? All right. So from Smash JT, this was 2 days ago. He says Corin Bush is not working on Baldur's Gate 4 yet. A Wizards of the Coast insider exposes woke chaos and the mystery behind a canceled Skyrim killer. I don't think Skyrim's gonna. I don't think you can kill Skyrim. I find that hard to believe. Oh, I know, but that's what Wizards of the Coast is calling their project, a Skyrim killer. They Wizard Coast can't outdo Wizard. What Lorien did was take the world of Wizard of D&D, Baldur's Gate 3, right? Baldur's Gate itself, the world of I know all my tabletop Faerun. Yes, they're gonna give me shit for forgetting this. Faerun. They took the world of Faerun and made it better. But it's what Larian Studios did. They took that project and made it better. But according to Smash JT, I recently had the opportunity to speak with an insider who I've spoken with previously, and this was the same insider from Wizard of the Coast that gave me the insight to break the Corin Bush working at Skeleton Key story. Y'all can't hear him? Oh wow. Properties. Try now.
Okay, can people hear me now?
You try now?
See, Frost, can you hear me?
It's gonna take
Dash is muted.
It's gonna take a little. They have a bit of a lag, a delay. Oh yes, they can hear. Okay, and welcome, Ironcaster. Welcome. Yes. Oh, why is this? Why is this not in topic? There we go. There we go. Hello, Ironcaster. Welcome. Yes, Dash is muted because I'm the star of the show. No, we're still working this out. Dash is just my first guest I've ever had. So, anyways, like the article was saying, I recently had the opportunity to speak with an insider who I've spoken with previously, and this was the same insider from Wizards of the Coast that gave me the insight to break the Corin Bush working at Skeleton Key story on Discord via video call. So this is the same insider he's had before. Our conversation lasted an hour, and the wild info they gave me confirmed many of the suspicions that the company's internal culture is overwhelming embrace of DEI, wokeness, and the behind-the-scenes drama surrounding the long-rumored Dungeons & Dragons project that was originally to potentially even rival Skyrim. Corin Bush not working on Baldur's Gate 4. Let's just get this out of the way first. Despite the heavy rumors circulating online, Corin Bush is not working on Baldur's Gate 4. My insider confirmed directly, showing me an internal want the email via screen share, which I was also asked not to share publicly. That Corin Bush is actually instead working on a previously canceled D&D project that is not Baldur's Gate 4. The email they showed me was sent out to the entire company, and it referenced the project under its codename Dante. That game had once been housed under Hidden Path Entertainment, despite millions of dollars being poured into the failure. The game never progressed beyond early development and was ultimately abandoned. Now, WotC is attempting to revive with Corin Bush at the helm, raising some serious questions about whether Dante is being salvaged out of necessity rather than its once true potential. If Skeleton Key eventually try to rework the Dante project into Baldur's Gate 4, then Bush will officially not be leading the next Baldur's Gate installment. Instead, he would be attempting to resurrect the failed game. This is a lot of speculation from my insider with many moving parts, so as always, things can change. Take every leak with a hefty dose of scrutiny and grain of salt. For the record, for everyone else here that's, remembers controversy, he said this in his last video before everything went to shit. Take every leak with a hefty dose of scrutiny and grain of salt. I'm just passing along the message from what I've heard to help keep you up to date with the latest insights directly from the source. A source continuing stating that Dante was once touted as a Skyrim killer with grandiose AAA ambitions, trying to be the next big thing for the sputtering D&D franchise, but was troubled. The development history tells me otherwise. The project was an absolute disaster. According to my source, Dante was in development hell the very start, beginning before Exodus began work in 2019. Despite all the years of work financing, he never got past the vertical slice phase, the stage where the team produces a working demo to showcase key mechanics like combat, side quests, and world. Oh, wow. Sorry about that. Where are we at? In hopes of securing full project approval. So this is basically like it's still in blocking phase. This is like the concept phase of the game development to show you what they intend to be. It never got past that phase from what they're saying. So it's not even like in development phase. So I mean, like they'll have a working project, right? From what I understand, they'll have a working project, but they won't have like the roadmap. Like this is the actual game. This is the game design document that we're going to go by. Like it's basically showing the investors, hey, this is the game we want to make. Here's what it's going to do. It never got the full go ahead. So they poured millions into this game, but never gained traction. God damn, Miss Smash. I'm not going to read all this, Smash. God damn. We just wanted to know. I think we got the meat and potatoes here. Basically, Corin Bush is doing a different game, and that's it. So, what do you think about all that? I'll make a video on this slate. I'll make a different video on this because I don't want to read the whole article live. What do you think, Smash? No, Smash. Dante. Dash. Did we lose you? You got booted? All right. I'm summoning you again. Check your DMs. How'd you get booted? Check your DMs. I'm not seeing anything in here from you, dude. Hold on. I did see the chat. I'm not. All right. Here we go.
Yeah, so
That was weird.
yeah, so it looks like they had another game that was D&D related and they're just rebranding it as Baldur's Gate 4, which is kind of a cop out.
No, I don't think well, especially even said it's not even the case.
Oh wow, so it's not even Baldur's Gate 4.
No, they're trying to revamp their Skyrim killer, Dante. And the only way he'd be working on Baldur's Gate 4 is if they turn Dante into Baldur's Gate 4. That would be the only way he'd be, according to the insider, working on Baldur's Gate 4. So he's not even touching Baldur's Gate 4. Ash?
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. I was just responding to a text. So, yeah, I wouldn't like be worried. Like, I would have to see like trailers and footage before I even make a decision about supporting a Baldur's Gate 4. I'm more interested in Larian's next game.
Yeah, which, by the way, Larian did come out with a new patch update for it. So I don't think they're going to be working on Baldur's Gate 4 for a while.
Yeah, they actually added more classes.
And we're going to cover that momentarily. But everyone should know about who Corinne Bush is. He's the failed creative director of Dragon Age the Veilguard. He's the one that called himself a queermancer and that he was going to literally recreate the lore. Like, he said all this before the game came out. And we were all told, all of us streamers and Dragon Age fans were told we were dead wrong, we're not true fans, and we have an issue with gay people and all this other stuff. And it turned out we were right. I'm pretty sure even you were talking about that too, that.
Oh, are you talking about the Gooner Gators?
No, Corinne Bush.
Corinne Bush?
Yeah. When he thought that he was going to be a queer master, he was going to change everything in Dragon Age. Before it came out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They Corinne basically just tried to turn Dragon Age into something it wasn't, and that fans didn't recognize.
Yeah. So let's say they're going to work on He's going to work on Dante. Do you think he's going to succeed with Dante?
I would not trust this person with anything.
But what if Dante has everything already in it that he wanted to put in Dragon Age? So it's original.
I'm assuming it's a game about hell. So I don't know. You want to put LGBT themes into a game about hell? Okay, sounds risky.
I mean, they can do it all they want, but what I'm saying is, do you think if he didn't have to change anything in the game, he just had to continue on with his development? So everything is going 100% the way he wants it to go, right? Like, he's not changing the original.
My impression of Corinne Bush is that she, whatever, is so obsessed with the trans identity that pretty much anything they work on is going to have to encompass this. This is how, they did this with The Sims. They did this with Baldur's Gate.
Mm-hmm.
This person has barely any credits to their name.
Yeah. So that's what I'm asking. It's like, if it had everything he wants in there already, he's not having to change anything. Do you think he could run a successful game? Do you think he could turn this into a successful game? Is what I'm asking you.
I don't know. If he's attached and people are mad about Baldur's Gate, I think that's something against it. They'd have to they'd have to go for the Life is Strange type of audience, and they're already burnt out because they hated the last game. And so I don't know. I don't think whatever this person does can be successful.
Yeah, I doubt it too, because, he starts off like we've all pointed out. He starts off with The Sims, and while it's not unheard of that someone from a different genre will be a creative lead for another genre, a simulation game like The Sims is a big jump from that to an actual RPG.
Exactly, The Sims
the two
is a very casual game.
Yeah, there's almost no while they're both script heavy because they're one's a simulation, one's an RPG. They're still so incompatibly different. The only thing that could be remotely close to a simulation game like The Sims in an RPG would be the NPC pathfinding, what it does each hour of the day. That would be the only thing you could probably find in similarity. Corinne Bush would probably, in my personal view, would have to have some experience in maybe a shooter or some other game that has similarities with story writing and combat. The Sims doesn't have any of that. And that's exactly what like were people who played the game, like Betmo Cephas and Hypnotic and a couple other of my friends were saying, is that it felt like a simulator as opposed to an actual RPG. I don't even think Corey Bush would be a great fit for Dante, the project that he's allegedly working on.
Yeah.
But let me see if anyone else has anything to say in the chat before we move on. No. But yeah, if y'all have anything to add to the conversations, we will definitely highlight y'all as usual in DragonCast before we hit the next subject. Speaking of which, I do want to jump into patch 8, the video for patch 8. But I think since we're on the subject of Smash AT, I want to cover this basically the Alyssa's case.
Oh yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, normally, like I consider this video games. But normally, like people say, "Oh, this is more like Twitter drama." I was like, "Yeah, well, this is actually Smash AT covers video games." Alyssa Mercante was the former editor of Kotaku, and one of the main reasons of Gamergate 2. So I'm just going to cover her as well because, well, it's gaming news. So that part place reports that Smash AT's attorney Ron Coleman files motion to dismiss Alyssa Mercante defamation lawsuit citing failure to state a claim. I should have used this. I should use this picture for my thumb. I should have. Oh well. So, you know, I don't think we have to go too much to it because most people probably has watched Smash AT. I'll just go through it, and there's Smash AT for anyone that's clueless, but you shouldn't be by now. Alyssa Mercante is a former journalist, and apparently she's non-binary. We had to put that out there because, you know, otherwise we were considered racist, homosexual, anti-whatever, insert ism here. So she claims that Smash AT has defamed her, calling her a hooker and a prostitute and all this other stuff, when that's literally what she said herself. God damn it. What is going on? Try again to join in. They have the dash fell out as I was talking. So I'm gonna continue talking and see if we can get him in there. But anyways, so y'all know Alyssa used to work at have an OnlyFans account, and then she became a Kotaku journalist. Not exactly something to brag about in your career. And Smash JT talks about it, reports on it, she reads, you know, all that stuff. And then yeah, we got Dashback. So
I never left.
It showed you as you failed to. It shut you down. I was like, God damn it.
Yeah, I don't know what method you're using to do the stream, but it's like very wonky.
I'm using collab cam properties, invite URL, send you that. Like there's nothing I can do to make changes to it.
Okay, like maybe next time do like StreamYards or Streamlabs.
I'm probably going to do that. Yeah, I just have to figure all that out. Because this was a last second change. I was kind of hoping maybe you might be more in touch on this to put me in for the live. But what do you know? Let's go this way. I'm usually live when JT talks about Alyssa Mercante. We all know that he hired Coleman to represent him. Coleman now files a motion to dismiss because Alyssa has failed to state her claim.
I think that's great.
Yeah. So what do you know about it? You want to give the context?
Well, From what I understand, yeah, like she said she was going to do this lawsuit this whole time. She says it's based on him stalking her and trying to smear her, yet she keeps antagonizing him during supposed legal allegation, which I think hurts her case.
Yeah.
So
go ahead. Sorry.
So her case that Smash JT was harassing her is very weak to start. And now, like, it looks like the lawyer found out that she might not have even filed her claim correctly.
Yeah, and then she got like a really professional, totally legit lawyer, right? Like that. I remember Hypnotic was roasting her lawyer. It looked like a Marilyn Manson fan.
Yeah, well, she probably just got one of her friends to represent her.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to say go harass her for anyone that's out there. Let her and JDA scream into the void. Just ignore them. And I'm trying to find it. Have you ever watched the 1990s Merlin TV series? Not the British one, the American one.
The American one. I've seen the British one.
The American one had the actor from Jurassic Park in there. The guy with the blue shirt and a white hat.
Sam Neill?
Yes, I think that was him. I could be wrong. But it talks about him growing up to be Merlin, right? And Arthur and Mordrin kill each other, basically. Unalive each other in Minecraft, right? So it's now him again. It's now Merlin against his mom, Madame Meb, right? And they have a wizard's duel, so to speak, kind of like, you know, just a small thing inside the round table room. And he just says, you know what? I'm just going to ignore you. Because no matter what he does when he battles her, she doesn't, you know, weaken. So he realizes, I'm just going to ignore you. And that's what ends up forcing her to fade away into nothing, right? People like JDA or even Alyssa Mercante, in my humble opinion, yes, we can continue to make content, but they feed off of us feeding off of them.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Like, Cass was even like,
oh shit, he just popped off again. Why does this happen? I'm sorry, guys. We'll have to do a better version of this. All right, let's try this again. Go ahead, is that what you're saying?
oh, hey, I'm back. I don't know when I dip out. So no, what I was saying was like, yeah, Cass was Cult Classic Cage was talking about how people shouldn't use Fandom Pulse for sources anymore, regardless, and I agree. Because they're just feeding off attention and drama now.
Yeah. And JDA's doing that. I mean, he was literally, and I swear to God, I have no proof of this, but I had this strict, you know how you have that gut feeling when something, and you can't explain it, it's just that gut feeling, and that gut feeling was right. I swear to God, this character by the name of Joe B is JDA. I swear to God, the way he writes his arguments and stuff, it's the same way. You could literally take JDA, Joe B out of there and put JDA on it. It's
yeah, he's also got another alt called Clive.
Yeah, I swear to God, it's JDA. I don't have no proof, but it's just when you read as much as I do, your gut starts telling you it's like this looks like someone else. And we're doing this again, aren't we? Okay, there we go.
You cut out for a minute, buddy.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. This is weird. But so he was attacked. He came on my video, the one about the JDA, the lies for profit video that I had before I got sick last Friday. Not yesterday, but last Friday. You remember that one? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Well, he comes in that show B and starts saying I'm a retard. Well, not exactly in that words, but basically that I'm uneducated. I'm a simpleton, and I have no right to talk about faith because I never went to seminary school. And I was like, I'm just pointing to what the Bible says. It's like everything I present is for your opinion. And that's well, it's like, this is JDA. I got bigger fish to fry. I got real gaming news to cover. Like the Samurai Pizza Cat has a video game coming out after 30 years since their anime cartoon in the 90s. To me, that's news. So like I told you, like the more we ignore them and go on to bigger and better things, that's when things that are no longer relevant finally stop being relevant. So I want to say that, if this is the end of the Mercante Files, congratulations, Smash, another great victory. For everyone else, leave her alone. Just ignore her. If anything, focus on a purple dragon. It's all crazy and likes to stage some of the craziest shit. God damn it. I don't know why you keep getting. I have a full strong signal on my end. It says I'm getting you. Then all of a sudden you just pop off. I'm like, the fuck?
No, I keep dropping in and out of your thing. You just gotta have to expect that. How much longer are we going for?
Well, I want to keep going until Hypnocast. But if you have somewhere to go, I guess we could cover the mod situation.
Oh no, it's fine. I know it's just this would have been better if we done Streamlabs Talk or StreamYards.
Streamlabs Talk?
Yeah, Streamlabs Talk.
I was looking how to do something like that. So how do I do Streamlabs Talk? Because this is the first time I'm hearing about it.
Yeah, Streamlabs Talk is it's another app that's run by StreamYards. I have a separate subscription for that, and I use that to multi-stream.
Oh.
Yeah.
And we're already streaming, so that wouldn't work. Okay, so let's go ahead and cover. How familiar are you on the whole Nexus mod ban?
I know Nexus bans anything that they deem problematic, and that they ban, and they have double standards that are very well documented.
Yeah. So, are you familiar with the Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 ban?
Yes, I know about the Musa ban.
All right. Actually, since you cover all things Japan, I want to cover something else in case we have another dropout and you decide you just want to go from there. We'll come back to this. All right, we'll come back to this. But are you familiar with the Altair franchise?
The Altair franchise?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, near Automata?
Yeah, basically, I've been calling it the Alchemy RPG. It's the first.
Yeah, Altair Rise.
Yes.
Guess. So what's happening?
Well, I was wanting to know your thoughts on it. Were you following it? Were you covering it? I covered it recently in a video.
I know, like, the games are very fan servicey.
Yeah, they're a very gooner game.
Mm-hmm.
So the one that's coming out in March is Altair Yumiya, the Alchemist of Memories and the Envisioned Land. And it's going to be released March 21st. So this article here I found from Noisy Pixel. They talk about the Gust producer Junzo Hosoi, I hope I said it right, reflects on how Altair Riza saved the franchise. So they basically go through an interview talking about the series is at risk. Well, Altair franchise had celebrated milestones in the past, marking its 25th anniversary in 2022. Excuse me. It was never quite the global hit as many JRPGs aspired to be. According to multiple industry reports, earlier installments, however, hovered around modest sales figures, generally in the realms of tens of thousands to low hundreds of thousands of copies sold per entry. Then came Altair Rise in 2019, which for various reasons increasingly surpassed 500,000 copies worldwide, making it the fastest selling entry in the entire catalog at that point. Commercial successes gamered unprecedented attention, effectively boosting the franchise's visibility, paving the way for sequels. Altair Rise launched in 2021, and then 3 in 2023. In total, Altair Rise series had sold more than 1 million units worldwide. So yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna cover the full thing. I lost the original article I had, but have you played the game series?
I have not.
You have not. Would you be interested in playing it? The new title.
Possibly if there's no if it's accessible, if I don't have to know what happened before.
Well, the Envision Land doesn't seem to have known before. I'll be honest, I had never heard of this series until I covered it back in August of last year.
Yeah, it's a niche RPG franchise with, I guess, focuses a lot on crafting, and there's multiple times, but this Altair Raz story is that really took off and kind of mainstreamed everything, but it was never anything super big or financially successful before.
Yeah, let's see this link does it here. Here's one of the videos of it. Let's go, but you might know more. I mean, it looks pretty cool.
Yeah, it looks like a big open world action RPG, which is kind of up my alley.
Mm-hmm. And the UI looks pretty clean as well.
Yeah, it looks solid. Hey, if it's going to be on the new Switch, maybe I'll pick it up.
Oh, it's going to be on Switch. And plus, they have physical and digital copies coming out. And and it's like that old, those old pre-orders where they're like, oh, if you buy this, you'll get this free unlockable, right?
Yeah.
Back in the days, not like to do it now, where you can get it now, but it'll come out later on for everyone if you just pay for it.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like they're doing that old school one where, and I hope so, where it's like you have to get the pre-order to get this, otherwise you're not going to get this. This is the once in a lifetime. I'm gonna wait for Dash to come back. The thing is, we don't see a bar change. I don't know why he's not going up. Dash, he's.
Hey, I'm back.
Welcome back. But as I was saying, is they have physical and digital copies. So I tell people, it's like, if you can get the physical copy, get the fucking physical copy. Always get the physical.
I like getting physicals when I can.
because you know the bullshit they're trying to say now is if you own the physical copy, you own a copy of the game. It's your copy to do whatever you want. But the digital copy, you didn't really buy a copy of the game. You bought a license. That's what they're trying to argue right now. You bought a license to play the game. You never really bought your copy.
Mm-hmm.
So if I bought a license to the game, then I might as well play it on Pass. I might as well pay the $5 and they don't get their money. It's either if I play it on Pass, I bought a license to the game. It means I can't mod it. I can't do nothing to it. If I bought a copy off of Steam, number one, I don't want it to be on some third-party platform that I have to go log in through Steam. So I don't want to have a Steam platform and a EA Games platform. I hate that. Number one, I told my friends, I was like, except for the games I have right now, I want to play through because I bought them and I can't refund them now. From now on, going forward, any third game that has a third-party platform I have to log on to, I'm no longer playing those games. I'm no longer buying those games.
Yeah, it's annoying.
Yeah. Number two, I don't care what people say. It's either I paid $70 for this digital copy as my digital copy of the game that I bought, that I have rights to, or you give me $65 of that money back and I bought the license. Which means I can't do nothing but play the game. That's what they're trying to do. That's what they're trying to take your money, but trying to control how you play their game. What if you want to fix the game because there's a glitch in the system that doesn't let you through game, right? I've had that happen in Fallout 4 once, where the door to what's his name, Kellogg's lair doesn't open. So I had to type in the command console to remove all collisions just to go through the door and continue on. Because I was in that quest and I was waiting for that door to open and it never opened, right? So I tell people, it's like, buy the physical copy. That way, if they try to change it, you had the original copy. So, but yeah, I just wanted to cover that real quick. See if you knew more about it, or
I don't
take advantage of someone who knows all this stuff.
Yeah, well, I do know that the new Yakuza is beating Avowed on Steam.
Say again?
The new Yakuza is beating Avowed on Steam, the pirate game.
Yeah. Do you have a link that I can share on the screen?
Oh yeah, I can pull up a Pirate Nation tweet about it, or yet even one of my own, because I literally tweeted these guys about it.
Awesome, send that. We'll give you a shill out.
Yeah, let me just find it. Here we go.
All right. I'm going to hide the screen real quick.
All right. Here we go, private chat. I mean, DM.
I'll have a better thing for guests in the future. You're never going to be successful your first time doing it. You're always going to have bugs to fix. Okay, so this is Dash's tweet. Like a dragon, pirate Yakuza in Hawaii has beaten Avowed's all-time peak on Steam in less than 24 hours. And here's the Steam DB. Got Dash. What are we talk to us? What are we looking at here? I'll let you cover it since it's your.
Oh yeah. So what we're looking at is hang on, I lost. Yeah, so we're looking at Steam numbers.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Yakuza, and Now these are old numbers, but if you like compare their Steam database, like Yakuza already beat Avowed in like less than 24 hours. It beat the max player count.
Is this Avowed right now that I'm looking at?
This is the one with the higher number is Pirates.
Yes. Okay.
And now since then it's gone even higher. In fact, let me see if you go to Steam database for Pirate Yakuza.
Yeah, if you've seen the link, I'm gonna like and retweet that. But yeah, I mean this I haven't played the Yakuza game, but that's that one where the kid was talking and I said I'm waiting for them to toss the kid overboard. That's the one,
Yes. Yes. In the comments, yes.
Yes. To be fair, I'm not listening to it with sound. It just looks all corny and wacky to me. But if that game has beaten Avowed, and here we go again. Then yeah, it's I'm just saying, I was like, it can't even beat people are like I lost the video for it, but it can't even beat
Avowed.
Yeah, Avowed. It can't beat Avowed can't even beat
Pirate Yakuza.
No. A 12-year-old game. Skyrim.
It can't even beat Skyrim, yeah.
And the thing is they have some great meats and potatoes, don't get me wrong. Like you were saying that they have the basics of the systems on point, right? There's people that like it. Even Hypnotic has some praise for it and some criticisms. But it's they have the meat and potatoes there, but they don't have the spice of life that make it really pop out. Like, for example, the physics of the arrows to collision. For example, the arrows will hit the wall and it'll hit midair. NPCs don't react to gunfire. Those little features that they sacrifice, the little spices of life. Now, if you were an actual Bethesda game like Elder Scrolls and Fallout, right? You kind of expect that, but even then, they still had that spices. You just take what they have and I forgot. You take what they have and improve on it, right?
Yeah. So I have the numbers for both games. I sent them to you.
Okay, we'll take a look here real quick. Okay, so.
Yeah, so Yakuza peaked at 22,193 players.
Yeah, we're gonna put
9 hours.
Right
it peaked at 2,193 players,
and
Avowed on Steam has only gotten. It peaked 18,658 players 3 hours ago. So it did get a little bit of a bump this weekend. But Yakuza still killed it.
Yeah. Well, Avowed it had. Oh, no, okay, I see what I read wrong here. But look at that roller coaster.
Yeah.
Look at that. Let's go to the max. Even the Mac shows a roller coaster. Look at that.
Yeah, so it's gaining players. But it's not as much as like Yakuza.
Well, look at Yakuza's little.
It's only been out a couple of days.
I know. If you do the max, though.
Yeah, big arcs.
In 3 days, it goes down a little bit. And I'm going to say it's. I don't want to be hypocritical, right? Because I tell people to give KCD a chance, KCD 2, and that one, people are like, "Oh, it's failing," but it was only during periods of activity. It was kind of like Black Myth Wukong. You're trying to do Wukong. It's like, well, people do go to sleep. It's like, you do realize that, right?
People go to sleep. People go to work. People go to school.
People have a life, but this roller coaster for about just even in a 1 week. Let's see. Let's do that. I like to do comparisons. Oh, it's not going to do that. But
well, Yakuza's only been out a couple days.
So what do you think? Have you played Avowed?
I have not played Avowed. I've watched Hypno play from it, and I've seen like the comparisons. And honestly, it looks just like very basic and just very like generic.
Yeah, I was bored watching them. I won't lie. I mean, I'm almost never bored watching a gamer stream. I'm usually very quiet, but I'm watching. Right.
Well, I hear like the NPCs don't even have like routines like the old Oblivion does.
Yeah.
I remember being blown away as a kid watching like the Argonian woman in the one village just like walk around and like they'd all talk to each other in this one square.
Yeah.
In the circle by the big tree.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that was like they're all there.
Yeah, or even if you haven't done a quest yet, even as early as day one of starting the game, right? And they had that secret. They go somewhere at certain times of the day, right? Even if you haven't reached that part of the quest and you're aware of it, and you go and like, I wonder if they're still doing it, and you follow them, they will go to that city, town, or location, even as far back as day one of you playing the game.
Oh, you're talking about Kvatch, right?
Kvatch, all of it, like even when you escape the dungeon,
yeah,
the prison, and I can't remember one, but like the fair deal one where you find out there's grave robbers and stuff. You can find so many NPCs will still continue doing the stuff even though you haven't started that quest line yet. So some of those things they do in the quest, or you have to go follow them and find out in the quest. They still do it even though you haven't reached that part of the quest. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Until something changes. They carry that on with Skyrim because there's certain nobles, like certain characters that will travel between Whiterun and what's that one way up north?
I don't know Skyrim as well as Oblivion. I'm gonna stream Skyrim at some point.
Yeah, it's up north. It's up in the northwest, close to Hammerfell. I think it's Hammerfell. Starts with an S. I forget. It's where the High King lived. Can't remember the name. But some of those NPCs will travel between areas, and that's a detail I found pretty cool in a lot of RPGs, especially Skyrim. But they don't have that here. They don't have those little spices that for an RPG that merely make it pop out because they want nickel and dime. It's like, oh, we're gonna sacrifice this for performance. No, motherfucker, hire someone that knows how to optimize the fucking game. Give me the stuff you promised me that if it came from before, you have to add to. You have to add it in now, or you have to make a better version of that. Does that make sense? So, like, if you have sea foam, and the previous games had sea foam reacting to the waves crashing, right? And you take it out, your game has now fallen behind. In my view, you have to keep those spices up. And so if you want to add something new to scope, then you got to find a way to make that same feature, but at better performance.
Yeah, so it just Avowed doesn't have these basic things yet. Nope. Like it's supposed to be like, I don't know. It's
just not entertaining.
Yeah, I just don't think that it's very interesting. I don't think it's not. It's just mess around and do things. Like there's no real like urgency or interactivity. Yeah,
to me, parts of Yakuza, you play that game, but to me, it looks kind of stupid. I'm pretty sure it's an entertaining stupid.
Oh yeah, it's supposed to be silly.
Yeah. So, what's your take on that one?
So I'm not really up on the Yakuza games, but
I just play this game because I'm pretty sure a lot of people.
Oh yeah, so this game is really good. It's you unlock the pirate stuff like slowly. You have like this relationship. That boy that you want to toss over is very important.
That's tossed over. He's important.
He's very important. He even has his own Steam card. He's that important to the story.
So what I'm saying is, how you have clearly played it for over an hour, or I'm pretty sure you played it over the Steam return policy.
Yes.
So what kept you in it for 2 hours?
Wanting to unlock the pirate stuff, wanting to, the combat is really good. It's like a beat 'em up, hack and slash. So it's fun.
All right. Would you recommend this game?
I would recommend this game. I'm having a blast with it.
And you're having a blast with it, he says. All right, I gotta ask this question. I gotta ask this question to everyone else. Just because I'm a journalist, does it mean I gotta play favorites with our friends? So how much has Sega paid you to say that?
Absolutely nothing.
All right. I think we can move on from that. But yes, thanks. I actually find that pretty interesting, though. Like, you don't have to play an RPG. You don't have to make an RPG. Yes, I love RPGs. I will always play RPGs because I love a good. But the thing is, it has to have a good story. You waste my time, I'm going to be sitting there forcing myself to play the game just to fucking finish the game. There's very few I will actually not try to finish. But I think, because I haven't played it, but watching you play it, and certain people say how much they love it, or even just looking at the facts here, the fact that you can make a simple, goofy, stupid game, right, and make a quick buck off of it. And I think right now, these corporations, they need to think that way. Instead of making these big, drawn-out things, they need to make some money fast. They're running out of money. They need to make some money. But I also know they're going to, because corporations going to corporate, right? They'll do this, right? They'll make games like this. But they'll number one, they'll make it without the meats and potatoes. They'll make it where it's not as fun. Or they'll make it to the point that we're sick of it. What do you think?
Oh, yeah. Totally.
Totally ruin it.
Mm-hmm. Oversaturation. And that's kind of what's happening with the Souls genre.
Mm-hmm. And you know what? The first time that oversaturation happened in the video game industry, what happened?
I don't know.
The video game crash of 1984. The oversaturated market with consoles and incompatible games. Nothing but exclusives and stuff like that. Everyone had their own exclusive. You had to buy like 5 or 6 consoles just so you could play the game that was coming out that you wanted to play. So the video game industry crashed. And if not for Nintendo and Sega having their little console wars in the late 80s, early 90s, the video game industry as we know it today would not have existed. So I do believe the Souls genre is probably going to be facing a crash, and I do believe a lot of these old dinosaur companies are about to fade away, and the double A industries games we see today are going to become the new giants of the future. That's just my theory. Speaking of which, let's go on to this Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. It's a game I'm playing. We all know that. I just added Jiggle Physics, just a Jiggle Physics mod to my game.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So it's not very prominent. It's not like, extremely bouncy. But if you watch the females as they move around, you'll know, like, wait, is there some jiggle there? Yes. And I had to extract it in my game. I gotta go back in the descriptions for once I have it, that I'm using this mod because I keep forgetting to do that. But no, KCD2 does not originally have jiggle physics, but I do play it for games for a while with the original intent. And then I go from there like, oh, I can't play this unless I had this mod. Like, for example, KCD1, you try to use the bow, you have no crosshair to focus on. So you don't know where you're shooting at. Like literally, it's hard to figure this out. So what I've done is I downloaded a mod that puts a crosshair. It's not completely accurate, but at least I know where I'm aiming at now. So lately though, Nexus Mods has added it again. So you know who Musa of Mali is?
Yeah, he was based off a real person, and he's the black NPC.
He's based off of. He's not really is. It's a different based off of, because Musa of Mali is based off of Mansa Musa, but Mansa Musa came from the 1300s. This game is set in the early 1400s, and also another guy. But basically, Mansa Musa was responsible for promoting Islam. Like he's like one of the biggest promoters of Islam in Africa and Spain, apparently. And he was also friends with, people forget this part, he was friends with the Black Prince and other Christians in Spain. So he had peace between them. After he died, though, there was a lot of infighting. And that was inside of his own kingdom about lines of succession. So there was a lot of bloodshed going on in his kingdom as well. But so people are having issues with Mali of Musa or Musa of Mali, but I don't see it as a woke addition yet. I just see it as like the way Daniel Bavich strikes me as he's a history buff, kind of like myself. And he's also a game designer. So he's the creative director, and he's like, oh, well, we're talking about Gunpowder Empire. Say, by the way, you know, the Gunpowder Empire was the Islamic Empire. Oh, did you ever hear about Musa of Mali? So it's that little off-scope tangent that he kind of put into the game, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I have yet to see where he's, I know people are going to say, if you don't know your history, you don't know that context of history, and you just look at Embracer, I can see where you think woke, right? I'm not saying it's not, but I'm saying I don't see that yet. I want to make sure people understand I have not seen anything to make me scream it's woke yet. I do understand where people do. But Nexus Mods, however, has a history of banning mods that they don't like. So they have a Black Henry mod, right? Which is basically, it looks like Musa of Mali almost. You know, he's got that weird mustache and goatee beard. And that was allowed to be posted on the internet, right? It's allowed to be posted on Nexus Mods. But according to Pirate Nation, right, lore accurate Musa that turns the black guy into a Kuman is banned. Now, you know who
Nexus sucks.
Yeah. You know who the Cumans are, right?
Yeah, I don't, actually.
Okay, so the Cumans come from Central Asia, and they fled to Hungary during the Mongol invasion of 1200. They are Turkish nomads. So, apparently it got removed, and as you can see here, let me try to see if I can zoom it. The mod you're not looking for is found, so the link is removed. The Wayback Machine was having a hard time loading the page, but here's the Wayback Machine. It's freaking annoying, but here's the image right here, which sucks because like they also have like black dark skinned Geralt, which is basically, if you want to argue this, if you have like Black Henry and Black Geralt, right? That's basically, if you want to say that these characters are canonically white, right? Wouldn't you argue that doing this to Geralt and Henry is basically blackface?
It's just hypocritical. It's hypocritical that I don't know why people still use Nexus, to be quite honest. They've been proven time and time again to have a bias.
Well, to be fair, I know why.
Why?
It's right here.
Vortex? What's Vortex?
The most powerful open source mod manager. Now, no, to be fair, Vortex is still shitty. It's better than Nexus Mod Manager, their original mod manager, right? Vortex is a combination of Nexus Mod Manager and Mod Organizer. When the creator of Mod Organizer came with two Nexus mods, and he helped them create Vortex. But both mod managers, basically what they do is you can add mods to your game by downloading, right, from the Nexus Mod Manager. So you just go down here to files, and you do the mod manager download. Whichever you have set as your mod manager, it goes straight into a separate download file. So you have the file, the WinZip archive, right, into a separate folder, and then in that mod manager, you just click the button, and it unzips it and puts it in a separate file for your mods for you. And then if you want to get rid of it, instead of trying to figure out which mod is what and all this other stuff, you just delete that file from your mod manager, and it takes it all out. That's why Nexus Mods is still up. Right? But go ahead.
No, so that's why?
Yeah, that's why. It's because if you're not a modder, right? If you're a beginner modder, you're gonna go to Nexus Mods and you're gonna stay with Nexus Mod. Right? Now, if you're in the Skyrim modding, right?
Well, I know, like, Nexus Mods has all the adult Skyrim stuff.
No, they don't. They don't have all the adults. I know some places. I know places. People have, like, the Skyrim modding is a rabbit hole within rabbit holes. Within rabbit holes. It is the most modded game in Nexus. But Skyrim also has mod locations that you won't find anywhere else. One of these places is a lover type of scientific study, which is I don't know if I can say the actual name, but it's LL. They have some adult mods that Nexus won't even touch. Just putting that out there. But no, so people are trying to say that base mods has to copy. All right, they had this version, and if you want to go to base, I don't like going to base mods because, in a way, there's people out there that they take the whole freedom of speech and they try to go super edgy with it, right?
Yeah, like this, the White Moose mod.
Yeah, but that's not the actual name of it. I would
prefer, it says White Musa.
Yeah, I would prefer instead to go here. The DEG mods. Here's Lore Accurate Musa. It tells you all the instructions, right? But if you don't want to go for all, if you, and here's where I'm going to say something as well. If you go onto the Dragon's Lair, and you go straight down to Gaming Hub down here. All right. And you can click Ban Nexus Mods. And you see there's Kingdom Come Deliverance. Oh, I got to fix that. Lore Accurate Musa, which tells you how to install it. It's basically everything on the front page and where to get it from. You'll find Trump, Spider-Man No Pride Flags, Elden Ring, Starfield No Pronouns.
This is DGen Mods?
No. Some of them might be GGen mods, but this is basically my Discord.
Oh, I see.
So I even had to set Baldur's Gate Sir Alien mod. And where you can find it. God of War. So I tried to log them in, and when people tell me about a mod that's banned on Nexus, I try to find it and preserve it. And now, if I expect people, because like some mods, like the Donald Trump mod, the only mod place I could find out was here at Game Banana. Never heard about them. And so I have it, has the manual download. But whoever plays Nexus Rivals, I want if they have a better site or if they've done this and they can confirm, yeah, it's not a bad source, then yeah, I would definitely have a copy. Because like some of my areas, they have a copy of the mod. So, yeah, because like there's a history. Like I haven't found this one, the Tomb Raider 1 for 3 remastered trigger warning removal. I can't find that.
Oh, you don't even need a mod for that. You can circumvent that if you have the PC version.
Yeah, I haven't tested that out. That's why I haven't put it out there. I had the remasters, I believe. I had the remasters.
Yeah, you can circumvent the trigger warning by just like having launch options.
Yep. But so yeah, I mean it's not like that bad, but I do believe modding is free speech. And I do believe that when you buy your game, you buy under pretenses of digital or not, it's your copy, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, like all these anti-modding policies, like
Yeah, I mean, like if it's multiplayer, that's different. Like if you're modding multiplayer to be the fastest, the strongest, invulnerability, right? All that stuff. Then yeah, I'm gonna say you're cheating. It's not no longer a mod. You're cheating, and you're doing multiplayer. So therefore, it's not cool, and I'll condemn it. Like for everyone else, though, if you're interested, I'm going to be posting a link to the Discord. You have to do the CAPTCHA, yes, and you have to do the say you're gonna follow the rules. But when you do those two things, you get full access to the whole site. The CAPTCHA to prove you're not a bot, and the other is to prove you're going to follow the rules. So if you fail to follow the rules, my mods can just boot you out instead of dealing with the whole drama, because I hate fucking drama. I really do. But it's a 100% free speech platform as long as you follow the rules of Discord and the rules of our server. That's it. You keep your politics out of it and have fun. But and then if you want to if you know of other mods that you want to preserve, you should be able to have access to share those mods in there, and so on and so forth. So my area is strictly game, but yeah. You remember GameStop?
Oh, the GameStop story. Yeah, I'm not really sure I follow that. Like, I think the guy was joking or something. Hey, Lavistro, I think I'm going to head out.
Okay. I think so too, because my son asked me a question, and so since you're heading out, we'll go on intermission. But thanks again for coming and help me out, Dash.
Oh, don't mention it, man. I'm happy to support you.
Yeah, it really was a good sport. I wish this was just spur of the moment. I was kind of hoping having you on would kind of help me out. It has.
Absolutely.
We definitely need to schedule an actual interview time or something like that. But for the meantime, tell everyone that's going to watch the replay and people who don't know who you are from Adam, who the fuck you are, why you look like a goddamn furry, and where they can find you.
I'm Dash Attack. I play games on YouTube. I stream. I comment on gaming drama, and and I basically just kick ass. That's what I do. Anyways, thank you again for having me on. I hope me coming on was helpful.
It was, and I enjoyed our little interview together. That was awesome. Before you head out, can you send your contact on the chat again? I think.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I will. Let me see if I can get that there.
Yeah, and I'll highlight in the chat while we're on break, and when we come back, I'll talk about GameStop. But yes, thanks again for coming, Dash.
No, mention it. All right. Take care.
All right. And for everyone else, there's the chat highlight for his location. It's in the thing. I'm going to leave it above the DragonCast intro, but I'm going to put it on loop because I got to use the bathroom. And take care of my son real quick, and then we're gonna wrap it up with GameStop and a couple of game announcements coming out. So we'll be right back.
DragonCast! 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 Roar in the sky, flames of sound. Lavistro wakes in the underground. Cyber dragon host seizes the helm. Dive into the madness of virtual realms. Welcome to DragonCast! Fire breathing wide, screaming loud. Lavistro's here to shake the crowd. Psychotic dragon ready to ignite. Hold on tight, we're taking flight. DragonCast! From Gamergate to Goonergate, woke crusaders spew their hate. Lies unfold before our ears. Podcast rage to calm our fears. Reclaim gaming in DragonCast! Fire breathing wide, screaming loud. Lavistro's here to shake the crowd. Psychotic dragon ready to ignite. Hold on tight, we're taking flight. DragonCast! Worlds clash in endless collision. Gaming news with a fierce precision. With a spark so wild it breaks the norm. In the tempest's eye of unethical, your analysts face the score. Truth burns with a psychotic roar. Corrupt suits sneer what they despise. DragonCast will open your eyes. Integrity found in DragonCast. Fire breathing metal, screaming loud. Lavistro's here to shake the crowd. Psychotic dragon ready to ignite. Hold on tight, we're taking flight. DragonCast. Wow. DragonCast. Wings of justice cut through the dark. Lavistro's roar ignites the spark. A dragon's heart fiercely defends the gaming world. Our passion ascends. This is DragonCast. 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 Roar in the sky, flames of sound. Lavistro wakes in the underground. Cyber dragon host endless collision. Gaming news with a fierce precision. With a spark so wild it breaks the norm. In the tempest's eye, a cyber storm. Unethical, your analyst face the score. Truth burns with a psychotic roar. Corrupt suits sneer what they despise. DragonCast will open your eyes. Integrity found in DragonCast. Fire-breathing metal, screaming loud. Lavistro's here to shake the crowd. Psychotic dragon ready to ignite. Hold on tight, we're taking flight. DragonCast. DragonCast. Wings of justice cut through the dark. Lavistro's roar ignites the spark. A dragon's heart fiercely defends the gaming world. Our passion ascends. This is DragonCast. 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 Roar in the sky, flames of sound. Lavistro wakes in the underground. Cyber dragon host seizes the helm. Dive into the madness of virtual realms. Welcome to DragonCast. Fire breathing wide, screaming loud. Lavistro's here to shake the crowd. Psychotic dragon ready to ignite. Hold on tight, we're taking flight. DragonCast. From Gamergate to Goonergate, woke crusaders spew their hate. Lies unfold before our ears. Podcast rage to calm our fears. Reclaim gaming in DragonCast. Fire breathing wide, screaming loud. Lavistro's here to shake the crowd. Psychotic dragon ready to ignite. Hold on tight, we're taking flight. DragonCast. Worlds clash in endless collision. Gaming news with a fierce precision. With a spark so.
And we're back. Sorry about that, guys. Throat's acting weird again. So I'm about to lose my voice, and I don't know why. So doctor said that I might still feel like this for a little bit. So we'll cover the GameStop, and then we're gonna call it a night. Just in time for Hypnocast. So I do apologize, but anyways, so GameStop CEO goes off on DEI and exposes retail chain looks to sell off Canadian and French locations. GameStop CEO Ryan Cohen has stirred controversy after taking to X. Oh, I can't do this. Excuse me. I'm sorry, guys. I'm about to lose my voice, and I do have a podcast tonight. Stay tuned. I'm just going to give y'all a link to Hypnocast, and y'all can go from there. I do apologize. I don't know why, but my voice is starting to croak. So I'm gonna send y'all the link. I can't raid y'all officially like the like an actual raid. So for everyone on YouTube, go to Hypnocast raid, Hypnocast and say Lavistro raid. All right. Yeah, so go say hi to him. I'm gonna try to rest my voice, and I think I should be able to stream at 10:15 tonight. So 3 to 4 hours, I should be able to. I just need to take some throat lozenges and stuff like that. So, but thanks for coming, everybody, and have a good night. And we're shutting it down right now. I don't even have an outro yet. So, all right.